Welcome Geminis, and thank you for being here today. This is your weekly love message on your twin flame journey for week commencing Monday the 28th of June through to Sunday the 4th of July 2021. On the left hand side will be your crowning message cards and your main love message cards, and on the right will be your crowning wisdom message cards. Okay, so Gemini, let's go ahead and see what your overarching crowning message is for this week on your twin flame journey. Okay, my angels, and thank you. So the first card we have is deception. My angels and spirit guides of the divine, please can you tell me your crowning messages to the question, how does, thank you, and we have union, and your last card, please. My angels and spirit guides of the divine, please can you tell me how does the, please can you tell me your crowning messages to the question, how does, thank you, and we have regret. Okay, and let's have a look now at your crowning wisdom messages. My angels and spirit guides of the divine, please can you tell me your crowning wisdom messages to the question, how does, thank you, oh no, it didn't flip, how does the twin flames of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, thank you, we have 404. My angels and spirit guides of the divine, please can you tell me your crowning wisdom messages to the question, how does the twin flames of Gemini, thank you, and we have 511. And your final cards, please. My angels and spirit guides of the divine, please can you tell me your crowning wisdom messages to the question, how does the twin flames, that's too many, how does the twin flames of Gemini, Sun, Moon, right, thank you, that's flown out on me, 7111. Okay, all right. Okay, so Geminis, let's go ahead and take a deep dive into your crowning messages. Okay, so Gemini, your first crowning message is deception, union, and then regret. Okay, so for those of you that I am reading for this week, I am feeling as though I'm picking up a lot of the divine masculine energy within this connection, Gemini. It feels as though the divine masculine has definitely been in some sort of deception. I feel as though not really seeing the connection. It may be due to fear, but it feels as if they may be hiding their feelings or hiding how they truly feel. With the union card, I feel as if there is union, or they're understanding that the divine feminine in this connection is the person that they are supposed to be in union with. It feels as if they have been illuminated, or they're going to be illuminated from a place of quite a lot of darkness in these cards. So I feel as though the divine masculine in this connection definitely denied this union, and I feel as if they have a lot of regret. Okay, but they are understanding, they do understand that they have met their divine counterpart for sure. Okay, Geminis, for your main card, which is quite interesting because this is a time of communication. So it feels as though whoever you are connecting to, associating as your twin flame, there may be some sort of conversation this week. And let me just read it for you. And it just says, The energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. So I feel as though this week is really all about communication. On what level that's going to be, I'm not sure until we do your actual main reading, but I do feel as if they do have some regret of maybe hiding how they were feeling, and they may have been scared, okay? But I feel as though this week, maybe even prior to this week, they do have an understanding that they are supposed to be in union with whoever is the divine feminine energy in this connection. For your crowning wisdom messages, we have 404. Okay, so this I feel as though is connecting with that third eye chakra, and it says, what is meant for you will never be held from you. Have faith that spirit is taking care of everything. And I feel as though this is wisdom coming in for the divine feminine energy, Gemini, which could be you, but it also could be your divine counterpart. And I feel as if there has been some sort of illumination, okay? It's as though the veil has been lifted from that third eye chakra, understanding that these two energies of the divine masculine and the divine energy is supposed to be in union in some shape, form or another. With 511, your twin flame is now beginning to connect the dots back to you. Absolutely. I really do feel that this is for the divine masculine energy in the connection, who I feel either rejected the divine feminine, has a lot of regrets, but as they are beginning to see through their third eye chakra, that what is meant for them is there for them, okay? They may be quite a spiritual person, and that's why I feel as if this kind of witty communication is going to be coming in this week, all right? Because they are connecting the dots back to the divine feminine. And then we have 7, 1, 11, yeah, 11, 7, 1, 1, 1. So this is the earth chakra, and I feel as if there was a trigger that the divine feminine triggered within the divine masculine. And it says here, triggers brought on by your counterpart are necessary for the healing of past wounds or traumas. So I feel as though that's really resonating with the deception card in terms of the divine masculine energy in this connection may have gone through quite deep heartache, disappointment, possibly even grief or bereavement, and it was something that the divine feminine energy in this connection definitely triggered, and it was partly because the divine masculine needed to go on that journey of healing, okay? And that's why I feel that they feel quite a lot of regret. It feels as if something is really being illuminated to them with regards to their own kind of heartache, trials or tribulations, and the reason why they felt this fear of coming into union with the divine feminine energy. Okay, Geminis, if this message is resonating for you, please feel free to click that thumbs up button on the video. It just helps to push the video out to other Geminis that may be seeking a twin flame reading. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, please feel free to go ahead and click that subscription button. And returning subscribers, welcome back. I really do hope that you receive something useful out of this message. Also, Geminis, you can now follow me on Instagram and TikTok. So please go ahead and check me out on those platforms if you should like to do that. All right. Okay. So Geminis, interesting crowning message. Let's get into your main love message. My angels and spirit guides of the divine, please can you tell me, how does the twin flames of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus feel towards them in love on their twin flame journey? week commencing Monday the 28th of June through to Sunday the 4th of July 2021. What is their current energy spiritually, emotionally, mentally and physically towards Gemini that I'm allowed to see for their highest good and for the greater good of all? As above, so below and all around me. Thank you. Okay. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your twin flame Geminis. My angels and spirit guide, thank you. So we have admired. Thank you. We have balancing the scales. My angels and spirit guides of the divine, please can you tell me, how does the twin flames of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus feel towards them in love? Ooh, okay. So we've got one that fell on the floor. Okay, so we have destruction. Then we have awakening. And one more card, please. Thank you. And we have winter and a bonus card of vibration. All right. Okay, so Gemini, for those of you that I am reading for, we are going to be having the divine masculine energy on the left and the divine feminine energy on the right. Whatever energy sits with you, then flip the script accordingly. Just bear in mind that we all have divine masculine and divine feminine energy within us. So whether or not you are female, you may actually have quite predominant divine masculine energy in the connection. Okay, so whatever side resonates for you, whoever is sitting with the divine masculine energy within this connection, I feel as if they have been admiring the divine feminine energy, and I feel as though that is what has illuminated them to understand that they are supposed to be in union. It almost feels as though the divine feminine energy has transformed their thinking, okay? Maybe brought a bit of sunshine, a bit of light into their life, because I feel as if the divine masculine has been or is in a very dark place in terms of there may be some shadow work that needs to be done with regards to some deep heartache, some deep healing of past wounds. I feel as though the divine masculine energy may have some regret, because I feel that the divine feminine energy may have said something in this connection and possibly cut them out, walked away. So I feel as though the crowning message that I was speaking about, it feels as though the divine masculine may have rejected the divine feminine energy, and I feel as though the divine feminine energy cut them out and walked away, and that is what they have quite a lot of regret about. It most definitely created that tower moment, destruction. It was as though divine spirit universe was coming in and breaking down almost kind of like the divine masculine energy to build them back up. Okay, all right. And I feel as if as that has happened or is going to happen, Geminis, the divine feminine energy is realizing that the divine masculine energy is awakening. Okay, and I feel as though this awakening may have happened in the months of December 2020 into January and February 2021. It also could represent that it is during the winter months of possibly 2021 going into 2022 that the divine masculine will really start to come forward with communication in some shape, form or another, almost engaging in stimulating conversation with the divine feminine energy. With the bonus card of vibration, I feel as though the divine feminine definitely may have been in manifestation mode, in meditation, in prayer, connecting with divine spirit universe. And I feel as if almost trusting that divine spirit universe and their higher self will return the divine masculine or wake up the divine masculine energy to this connection. And I feel as though it's worked, to be fair. I feel as if the divine masculine also felt the vibration of whatever it is perhaps that the divine feminine may have been manifesting, praying, wishing, hoping. We all have free will, so I feel as if the divine feminine is fully aware that they can't influence the divine masculine energy. It's something that they needed to discover on their own, okay? And they have. All right, because they have a lot of regret, because I feel as if the divine feminine energy has definitely walked away from the connection, which created that tower moment, and they are really feeling it, being illuminated to this union. Let's have a look at your clarification cards, Gemini. My angels and spirit guides of thank you. Yeah. With the Eight of Cups, the divine feminine in this connection definitely walked away from the union, all right? It could also mean that by the divine masculine hiding how they truly felt, may have walked away from the divine feminine, which could have resulted in the divine feminine perhaps saying something, I don't feel harshly, but may have pulled back their energy, maybe pulled back their communication, and cut out the divine masculine. And that is what they are regretting. It almost feels as if they're regretting walking away from the divine feminine energy, because it's somebody that they actually truly admired, somebody that was quite transformational in their life when they came into when they encountered one another. But as I say, it could also just clearly signify, I mean, we do have a male image walking away here, so it could be that it was the divine masculine energy that walked away. But I am also picking up that they have a lot of regret for walking away, or they actually saw that the divine feminine energy walked away. My angels and spirit guides of the divine, they just showed me the death card as well. So with the Knight of Wands, I feel as though the divine masculine energy in this connection, I feel wanted to take action towards the divine feminine, because as I say, it feels as though the divine feminine energy in this connection was somebody that they admired quite a lot, and as I say, somebody that was quite transformational to perhaps trigger healing of past wounds and traumas. But I feel as if they were a little bit uncertain, okay? So for example, Geminis, if you are the divine feminine energy in this connection, you may have realized that the divine masculine, your divine counterpart, may have, you know, 1 minute be really talkative and then they pull back their energy, and I feel as though it was almost they couldn't resist the pull, the vibration towards the divine feminine, but they were hiding how they truly felt. And I feel as if it may have been contributed to fear in some way. Thank you. Yeah. and we've got the devil card. So I did see the death card as we were shuffling, and the devil card has come out. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, or you could have Capricorn in your chart. I feel as though with the devil and the balancing the scales, which reminds me of Libra, and it also reminds me of the Justice card, it feels as if the divine masculine energy is going through a transformation, recognizing that there is perhaps a soul contract with the divine feminine energy, somebody that they feel bound to, somebody that they are supposed to be in union with. Thank you. Yeah, and I feel as though with the Eight of Wands in reverse, I feel as if the divine masculine didn't speak, didn't communicate, or wasn't very communicative in this connection, which almost kind of backs up that they did not speak about how they truly felt. They did not engage with the divine feminine, I feel like, on a romantic level. And that was perhaps one of the reasons why they walked away, because they had some stuff that they needed to heal. I feel as though they are turning a corner with this transformation of the devil cards coming in. And I feel as though where they were perhaps once didn't see the illumination, didn't see the guidance, see that light shining between the Eight of Wands. I feel as if they didn't see that they needed to be engaging with the divine feminine, and I feel as though that is what they needed to transform, because that's what triggered the divine feminine energy to perhaps walk away, pull back conversations, pull back their energy. And they have a lot of regret because they didn't communicate. They weren't very communicative in this connection. Let's continue. My angels, thank you. Yeah. And I feel as if they are heartbroken. With the Four of Swords, I feel as if the divine masculine is definitely in a period of healing, okay? Trying to figure out what to say. I feel as though the divine feminine energy that walked away or said something, cut them out, pulled back communication, it did create some sort of destruction, some sort of like aha moment. And I feel as if the divine masculine feels quite heartbroken over this destruction that happened. All right, and that's where that regret is coming in. Ooh, okay, thank you. Wow. The divine feminine energy in this connection definitely knew that they were connected with their divine counterpart. And I feel as though they were definitely kind of in this meditation, prayer, wishing, hoping, feeling, almost trying to connect with the divine masculine energy in that astral plane. You both may be quite telepathic, that you can communicate with each other, no matter how distant you are, or whether you're in, you know, whether you're talking or not. I feel as if you both have that ability to communicate with each other, what you're thinking. Yeah, pick up each other. You pick up each other's energy. And I feel certainly with the Lovers cards coming here, that the divine feminine energy, which might actually be your energy, Gemini, because this is the major arcana for Gemini. I feel as if they knew that they needed to walk away. I feel as if they knew that the divine masculine needed to awaken to this connection. And I almost feel as though the divine feminine knew that walking away, pulling back their energy, would create some sort of destruction. But I feel like they had faith. They had faith that it would trigger healing, okay? And I feel that it has, because I feel that now the divine masculine is connecting the dots. And I almost feel as if the divine feminine had a lot of faith that what was meant for them is there for them, and it can't be taken. It can't be taken away from them. Hence why I feel as if they had a lot of faith going into prayer, meditation, connecting with Mother Earth to keep themselves grounded, understanding there needed to be balance, there needed to be give and take. And when that didn't happen, because I feel that the divine masculine was denied this connection in some shape, form or another, it feels as if the divine feminine had to walk away in order to awaken or trigger, allowing divine spirit universe to do their thing in terms of taking care of things in faith, that their divine masculine would awaken. And I feel as though that is what's happened. Oh, they're telling me. Yeah. And here is the divine feminine energy coming in here. I feel as if the divine feminine, Gemini, in this connection on this side, definitely planted the seeds of this connection, nurtured it, definitely. And I feel as if they were really happy that they had encountered their divine masculine counterpart. But I feel as if it was ready for the picking, but it's as though because the divine masculine wasn't awoken to this connection, it didn't quite happen, okay? And that's what created the destruction and created the divine feminine to perhaps walk away. But I feel as though with the basket still full, with these pentacles, it feels as if the divine feminine is fully aware that once the divine masculine awakens, then there's hope. Basically, there is hope that there is potential union coming in, okay? And I feel like the divine feminine is definitely picking up that the divine masculine has awoken to this connection. Thank you. And yeah, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So it tells me that all the work that the divine feminine put into this connection before they walked away, or before the divine masculine energy walked away, it feels as if things are going to be turning in their favor. Bearing in mind, it may happen in the winter months of 2021, which is December, going into January, February of 2022. Okay, it's definitely a fated connection. Excuse me, the path that you are both on at the moment, I feel as though it was to trigger the divine masculine, okay? And I feel as though partly because whatever energy that they were sitting in, the vibration was quite low, okay? And I feel as if it was meant to happen, that the divine masculine the divine feminine energy triggered the divine masculine to actually do some work around healing past wounds and traumas. My angels and spirit guides, oh, thank you. Wow, yeah, victory. I feel as though as the divine masculine awakens to this connection with the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun card, I mean, this is divine intervention in its glory, okay? And I feel as though these two people are supposed to be together in this lifetime. Yeah, it feels as if it's a very, very powerful union. There may be a purpose that you both need to fulfill in some shape, form or another. But the divine masculine connection definitely is connecting the dots back to the divine feminine. And I feel that the action that they took to pull back their energy, okay, because they did nurture this connection, but their decision to pull back, which the divine masculine definitely noticed and had a lot of regret for, is what is going to be victorious, because that triggering for the divine masculine to go within and heal past wounds and traumas is part of their awakening process. I feel as if the divine feminine energy in this connection will start to see a difference with their divine masculine energy in the winter months of 2021 going into 2022. Also could be dealing with Leo, or you could have Leo in your chart. Yeah, and I feel as if the divine masculine will want to come in and fight for this connection. And they may pick up that the divine feminine might be a little bit defensive, but I feel as if they are going to come in and want to fight for this connection for sure. Let's clarify your bonus cards, this vibration cards. My angels and spirit guides of the divine, please can you clarify? Yeah, look at that. The divine masculine in this connection has definitely been spiritually stagnant, and that we can, I feel that with the crowning messages, whoever you're connecting to, whether it's you, Gemini, associating yourself with the divine masculine energy, or your divine counterpart, I feel as though spiritually they were quite stagnant, okay? Definitely in this low vibrational energy, and I really am contributing it to past healings that needed to be triggered in order for them to heal, to then come into union with the divine feminine energy. And whilst they have been in this period of healing, they have definitely been reflecting on the vibration, on the pull towards the divine feminine, almost kind of analyzing what's going on. Thank you. And we've got two cards. I feel as though both the divine feminine and the divine masculine have been in this a little bit of mental kind of entrapment, really, not really understanding what's going to happen, maybe not understanding what the next step around communication is going to be. I feel both parties in this connection have been analysing conversations, have been analysing what has transpired, but I do feel it is the divine feminine that has held on to faith in terms of what is there for them in this lifetime, with the divine masculine energy will come to them. I feel as if they may be quite strongly in meditation, prayer, I almost feel this energy of seeking guidance, okay? And I feel as though whatever the divine feminine energy is doing, focusing on self, connecting with divine spirit universe, being at peace with themselves, knowing that it is the divine masculine that needs to awaken to this connection, which they certainly are connecting the dots. It almost feels as if they may go through a period of trying to break out of any kind of mental torture. So the divine feminine may be focusing too much on past conversations, and I feel as if they will be victorious. They definitely know that they have met the person that they are supposed to be with. There could be other people interested in them, but they're not interested in those other suitors. But I do feel as though with the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Swords, coming out, there may be a bit of confusion, not sure how to progress things forward, but it does feel as though divine spirit universe is coming in with the wisdom that is what is meant for you will never be held from you. And I feel as though whether or not you are resonating with divine masculine energy or the divine feminine energy, I feel that trust and faith is required. This is a journey that you're on. It is definitely a soul contract that was made, okay? What you both signed up for, and it will be victorious, okay? I feel as if you both are at a turning point in this connection, but it feels like it's going to take a bit more time. And I feel that winter card is definitely going into the winter months of December 21 into January, February 2022. Okay, so both of you feels as if both of you are in this kind of mental torture, and yeah, that's what needs to kind of be broken out of, because you both do have the power to break out of that. So however that resonates, Gemini, I feel as though what is going to help is talking, okay? And I feel as though that is definitely on the cards, you know, definitely this week. You know, I don't feel that you both have completely separated, or you're not like totally not talking, but I feel as if the divine feminine energy definitely cut out this person, definitely pulled back their energy, and it has been noticed by the divine masculine energy. All right. And I almost feel like the divine feminine is not sure, is it time to come back and speak to the divine masculine? Is it time to re-engage? The divine masculine is really thinking about past conversations, not sure what to do, how to move things forward, because they may have blocked conversation, may not have been communicative. All of that I feel is changing, okay? And that change is starting this week. Let's have a look and see what you both would like to say on that soul level to each other. Thank you. So for the divine masculine, I wonder if you are happy without me. So this is this regret coming in as they are awakening, which the divine feminine is fully aware that they are awakening. I feel that the divine masculine energy is on that soul level, wondering whether or not the divine feminine energy is happy without them. Let's continue. And then I know I messed up everything. So that is just reiterating the regret that they didn't give equally to this connection, which triggered the tower moment between the divine, between themselves and the divine feminine. And I feel as if they're just coming in to say that they are fully aware that they have messed things up, and they do have a lot of regret. And then for on the divine feminine energy side, it says, I know I was a distraction from your pain. Now that's really interesting that that's come up, because remember we were saying that it's as though the divine feminine knew, okay, that their presence was to trigger the divine masculine to go into healing, but it almost felt as if they needed to cut them out, pull back their energy so that they could go on this journey of healing. And I feel as if the divine feminine, they didn't want to do that. Of course, you want to be with your divine counterpart. We all do. But I feel as if they knew that this low vibrational energy was something that at this time they could only perhaps communicate vibrationally, feeling almost, it feels as if the divine feminine was very much sitting in their sacral chakra energy, feeling all of their senses, maybe telepathically communicating with the divine masculine. And I feel as if their presence almost needed to be there to trigger an awakening, but also as well because the divine masculine wasn't communicating, they may have picked up that that they were a distraction at that point in time from the pain that they needed to basically go back and heal. All right, and final message please from the divine feminine energy for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus in love on their twin flame journey. Thank you. Wow. And then it says, I hope that you forgive me one day. So I feel as if that one day is around the winter months. As the divine masculine awakens, I feel as if the divine masculine will possibly reach out to the divine feminine, and that may be why the divine feminine is feeling quite entrapped, a little bit kind of scared really, because even though I feel as if they had faith that divine spirit universe would take care of this situation, I feel as if they didn't want to walk away from their divine counterpart at all, but it almost feels as if they were operating from a place for the greater good of the connection by walking away. And I feel as if they are almost asking the divine masculine, you know, I hope that you forgive me one day, because they needed to walk away. It wasn't as if they abandoned them or didn't want to be with them. It's just that I feel that the divine feminine in this connection certainly picked up that the divine masculine needed to do some healing, and they couldn't be in that energy space with them. It was a journey that the divine masculine certainly needed to go on their own. Okay, let's have a look and see what the advice for the divine masculine energy is. My angels, okay, so we've got 2 messages. Oh, 3. Okay, so it says, see yourself in others, then whom can you hurt? What harm can you do? So I feel as though divine spirit universe is coming in with a message here around whatever the divine masculine kind of does or says or action that they take, it almost feels as though it needs to be done with kindness, compassion, for themselves, but also for the divine feminine, okay? Because if the divine feminine is almost picking up vibrationally that the divine masculine may be a little bit upset with them for pulling back their energy, I feel as if the divine masculine is being guided here with the advice to see themselves in the divine feminine and almost to ask themselves if they would have done the same thing. It was a tough decision, I feel, for the divine feminine to kind of walk away, but it was something that needed to be done for the higher good of this connection. And I feel that the advice coming in for the divine masculine is just remember that what you think and what you feel and the actions towards the divine feminine needs to be in a positive place, because actually they are a reflection of them. And then we've got look not for recognition, follow your heart, liberate yourself from within. And I feel as though with that around, I know that I messed up, the regret, the deception, there was a lot of fear from the divine masculine side of things. And I feel as if they come into union, as they connect the dots. It's not about being recognized for doing the right thing. I suppose there is an element, we're all human, I suppose, spiritual beings having a human experience, but I feel as though the key thing is what is the heart guiding the divine masculine. And I feel as if that needs to be almost the space that they need to be operating, almost kind of like not doing things for a kind of like 3D reaction, you know, not coming towards the divine feminine energy simply because they miss them, you know, they want that energy, they want that nurturing back, but actually coming towards the divine feminine because their heart is telling them that this is somebody that they need to be in union with. Okay, and that will be quite liberating, because it almost feels as if it feels as if the advice is guiding the divine masculine not to trigger another kind of low vibrational energy of only approaching the divine feminine, because actually that is something that they want from the divine feminine, which is this nurturing, because they admire the divine feminine, there's no doubt about that, but it feels as if they need to operate from a space of their true authenticity, and not doing what may be seen as what they need to do, but doing because they want to do it. Okay. And the final message, however many holy words you speak, what good will they do if you do not act upon them? Absolutely. So I feel as though whatever the divine masculine is going through, I just feel as if those 3 message cards are talking about operating from an authentic place, from a place of truth. Okay, and even though they may have a lot of regret, they may also go into meditation or prayer, asking for divine spirit universe for guidance, for help. And I feel as if that last card is just letting us know that, you know, they can connect. They may lean on their faith if they are you know, a believer of whatever faith or religion that they believe in. And I feel that divine spirit, universe, and higher self is coming in to say, you know, you can say all what you want in the privacy of your connection with divine spirit, universe, but actually you have to take the action to bring forward what you're feeling with the divine feminine into reality, if that is what they so choose. And that's why I feel as if they need to be operating from that place of their heart space rather than anything else. Let's have a look and see what advice for the divine feminine energy we have. Thank you. And we have: the force of the flowing river causes the flowers, the herbs and trees to grow. The sacred wisdom in your heart has magical power for your spiritual growth. Absolutely. So I feel as if the message for the divine feminine energy in this connection almost is divine spirit, universe coming in to almost, I feel like, solidify hope, solidify their belief in faith that spirit will take care of this situation. And I feel as if the advice coming in is just remember that you know, the divine feminine and the divine masculine made an agreement spiritually to enter each other's life in this lifetime on this earth, to grow, to evolve, just like the flowers, the herbs and the trees. And it almost feels as if it was a force of nature. It was the presence of the divine feminine was a force of nature to the divine masculine energy to trigger them to do some healing. Okay, and I feel as if the wisdom that the divine feminine applied was something that was very much on a spiritual level. I feel on a 3D level, you know, they're asking the divine masculine, you know, if they will forgive them, but they knew that they needed to disconnect in order for their spiritual growth to happen. But also it almost feels as if through this experience with the divine masculine, it triggered the divine feminine to really connect with self, to connect with divine spirit, universe. And it was definitely part of their growth, okay, was to enhance their spiritual growth. And I feel as if in a really strange way, that's what the divine masculine triggered for the divine feminine. Okay, Geminis, I'm going to leave that there. If this message resonates, please feel free to click that thumbs up button on the video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Until next time, Geminis, I'm sending you all loads and loads of love, peace and light. You take care. Bye-bye.